Okay, we're asked to subtract 14 minus negative 3. Okay, as we showed in the lesson, we do not subtract. We are going to add these two numbers. Now, this first one stays the same, so this is 14, and instead of subtracting, we add. And instead of subtracting negative 3, we're going to add the opposite of negative 3, which is positive 3. Okay, so now we see rules for addition. Well, they're both positive numbers, so it's going to be a large positive number. So it's going to be 14 plus 3, which is 17, and they're both positive, so the answer is going to be positive 17. Here we're going to subtract negative 18 minus 6. But again, there's no such thing as subtraction, so we're going to rewrite this as this number plus this number here. And this first number stays the same, so it's negative 18. And we switch from subtraction to addition, but we're going to subtract the opposite of 6. And the opposite of 6 is negative 6. So instead of subtracting, we add the opposite. So this is negative 18 plus negative 6. So that is 18 plus 6, which is 24. And they're both negative, so this is negative 24. It keeps the same sign, keeps that sign that they have in common. We're adding negative 18 plus negative 6. They're both negative, so it's going to be a larger negative number, keeping the common sign. Okay, we're asked to subtract negative 32 minus negative 5. So this is where those rules make a little bit of sense here, a little bit more sense maybe. So we've got negative 32, and instead of subtracting, we change that to addition, and instead of subtracting negative 5, we're going to add the opposite of negative 5, which is positive 5. Okay? Now, again, see rules for addition. Well, we have a negative number and a positive number. We're going to take 32 and subtract 5. That gives us, let me see, 27. So that is 27. 27, not 37. It's 27. And because the larger one of the two is negative, then our result gets that negative sign. So negative 32 plus 5 is negative 27. Now here we got 32 minus 7. Well, it may seem kind of silly to change sign and go to all this trouble. This is just an elementary problem. But let's just go through the motions. We've got 32. And instead of subtracting, we're going to add. And this positive 7, we're going to add the opposite of positive 7, which is negative 7. Okay. So I've got 32 minus 7. How do we add numbers of unlike signs or different signs? We subtract the smaller one from the larger one, and that is 25. So our answer is 25. But you remember that the larger one was positive, so the answer is going to be positive. So 32 minus 7 is positive 25. Here we're taking negative 86 and subtracting from it negative 31. So I've got negative 86, and instead of subtracting, I add. And instead of negative 31, I add the opposite of that, which is positive 31. Okay. So now, how do we do that? Well, we take the larger one, 86, and we subtract the smaller one from it, which is 31. And 6 minus 1 is 5, and 8 minus 3 is 5. So our answer is 55. Then we need to go back and say, okay, the larger one was negative, so our answer is going to be negative. So negative 86 plus 31 is negative 55.